as well as consumer drones.
All right. So I'm not sure if the mic has been muted this whole time, but let's start from the top there, Jim.
Okay.
This is Jim Dula from Multicopter Warehouse, and he is here in Colorado, and they sell a lot of hardware. So go ahead, Jim, if you could explain.
Yeah, so we're a distributor for Autel and DJI, as well as software like Pix4D. We sell to public safety organizations, inspection applications, survey mapping, mining, construction, and agriculture, as well as consumer drones for taking fun videos and photos. And yeah, so we do a lot.
Well, that is awesome. And I see someone said finally now with audio. I'm so sorry. I'm new to this restream stuff, so this is an experiment for me. Jim and I were talking just before we started about the fact that they are hiring. This is Drone Career Day here at Wings Over the Rockies Museum, and the challenge that you're having trying to find diverse recruits for your drone business. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we really want to hire a diverse team on our sales team, and yeah, we're having trouble finding women. So I was discussing with Dawn that about the Women in Drones organization and working with them and becoming a member. See if we can recruit more and have a more diverse team.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So for a quick plug for Women in Drones, they have a jobs board. If you're having trouble recruiting women, want to know where those women pilots are, they're a member of Women in Drones. So thanks so much, Jim, for taking the time. Awesome, man. All right, we got Pix4D up next. And because we missed a little bit of sound in the beginning, I'm going to grab Drone Soccer again here at the end. But come on down. We've got Christopher Cressy is with Pix4D. They are actually out of Denver, but international company. Is that correct?
That's right. Hi, Don. Nice to see you.
Great to see you. So Chris is actually a member of the UAS Colorado board with me. So great to see you, Chris. Tell us a little about Pix and what you guys do there.
So Pix4D is actually founded and headquartered in Switzerland, Lausanne, Switzerland. We have offices as well in Denver, Colorado, Berlin, and Madrid. And we sell our software in about 140 countries around the world.
Wow.
So
wow.
One of the most successful companies in the drone industry. And in the United States, we do about half of our business. And in our team in the U.S. is 18 people. So we have sales, training, support.
Okay.
Mostly servicing and supporting our U.S. and Canadian customers.
Awesome. Well, I think you brought a little, let's call it demonstrative evidence with you. You want to show us maybe some of your newest products? Check that out.
Yeah, I think, traditionally our software has been used with drones, and we're one of the leaders in the industry. We use software that's based on the science of photogrammetry. And basically what it does is you fly a drone over a scene, and it can create a three-dimensional scale model up to survey grade accuracy of that scene.
Right. I think Jim was just saying that their company does use your products.
Absolutely. Yeah. They sell our product.
Yeah.
For me, it's very exciting because we have users in so many different industries. It's, surveying, traditional surveying, engineering, construction, transportation, but also industries you'd never think of, mining. We have police departments, fire departments using it for crash reconstruction and also for disaster response, mapping large areas. So there's just a whole host of different industries, which I find very exciting. And it's amazing that the technology can be used in so many different ways.
Well, and it's super relevant to Drone Career Day, right? So the fact that this software and drones are used across all those different industries, I think speaks volume to the opportunities that are available for young people, young and old, frankly, in the drone industry. So do you want to show us what you've got there?
Well, Pix4D, we're about software. We don't make the drones, but we make software. So one of the new products we have, instead of using a drone, basically with your iPhone or iPad, you can create a three-dimensional model of anything on the ground. You just use your phone to capture the scene.
Oh, wow.
And this is, down to about sub-inch accuracy of an excavation area, which would be used for public works or road construction or that kind of thing.
That's amazing. Well, very cool.
Now, I think what's exciting about our company in the industry may be different at Drone Career Day is about half our company is software and scientists.
Yeah, so that's important, right? When people think about, okay, if I want to have a career, what do I need to be studying or what do I need to know?
Right.
Okay, so scientists.
Right, so there is, a pretty good set of people developing software for drones as opposed to the people developing the drones or flying the drones.
Right.
And I think another thing to think about, many of our customers are not, they may be drone pilots, but they're in other industries.
Right. Like mining, like you said, as an example.
Yeah. So So their specialty and their training is in other industries, but they're using drones and our software to do more and advance the business that they're in.
Awesome. All right. Well, who do we have next? I think I lost my little train of people here. Hey, Mike, can you come over? We're going to now go with search and rescue and kind of transition from the hardware and the software to folks actually doing the business. So come on over, Mike. We've got Mike McDonald here with Douglas County Search and Rescue. So great to have you, Mike. Great to see you.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so I think I met you at the UAS Colorado Roundup, perhaps. And I think you were definitely here last year as well for Career Day.
The team was. I was not here.
Okay.
But Douglas County Search and Rescue's come to these events.
Yeah, and so another example of a career that people can have in the drone space is working search and rescue, right? For public safety. Tell us a little bit about that.
The search and rescue is all volunteer, and drones have helped us, UAVs. We started our program about 5 years ago with a couple Mavic 2s. Actually, I think Mavic 1s when we started. We're up to everything now. We've got M610s and such, and we use them for search. We use them for missing people. We use them for search for evidence. We do a lot. In Colorado, search and rescue is at the responsibility of the sheriff. So we work for the sheriff, and he comes up with things that he needs to do. For instance, evidence searches or help them investigate crimes like that, rather than have these deputies trained with drones that they may not get to fly very often. Train the volunteers. We go out, we're available, and we assist in that. We go up into the mountains a lot with the drones, and we've had some questions about that. Flying up in the mountains with a UAV, with a small UAV, is that an issue with the winds? And really, these vehicles are so stable that we can be up in that wind and we see no movement at all.
That's amazing.
It really is the technology that goes into these.
Well, just another example of an incredible career to have with drones, and we hear all volunteer force. And by the way, I had another gentleman come by my table earlier who's in the fire department locally and was like, hey, we're starting up a drone program. How do I get involved? And I said, you need to join Drone Responders. It's free. Yeah. So, just another great resource for folks that are looking to, in the public safety arena, join Drone Responders, get that education, best tips, practical advice, all kinds of things coming out of there. By the way, I'm looking at the chat. It looks like before you go, my buddy who's always chiming into my podcast is asking what city we're in. I was without audio for the first 3 minutes. I screwed that up. We are in Centennial, Colorado right now, right near Denver, at the Wings Over the Rockies Air and Space Museum Exploration Flight. So it's been a great day. This is our Drone is Career Day. And thanks. We've got Joel Anderson saying rock on, good stuff all around. So thanks so much for that. We're going to grab some more people and talk more about drone careers that we have here. So let's, hey Grant, could you grab that guy? Yeah. All right. We are live, and it is messy, but you know what? It's real.
Yeah,
so
it's great. Yeah.
Thanks so much for what you do.
No,
I want to just
good tool.
I want to show you real quick. I'm going to spin the camera and show you their vehicle. So you can see their rescue vehicle that they brought to this event. Pretty phenomenal. And they're giving demos on the software and how they locate people that are missing. You can see in the back of the truck there. So pretty cool that you were able to bring the truck here today.
The truck is custom built. We've got several LED monitors in it so that when the UAVs are up flying, we can watch them not on the little screen on the handheld, but with the large screen LCD TVs in the back and on the side, so that the people back here at the base can see what the vehicles out there, and allowing the pilot to concentrate on flying while we're doing all the analysis of what he's broadcasting back to us.
That's amazing.
It's really helpful.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. That's amazing.
Have a good day.
You too. All right, come on down. we've got Colorado Aerial Imaging with us here. And if you could introduce yourself.
So I'm Dylan Panette. I'm a chief pilot at Colorado Aerial Imaging, and I've been flying with them for about 3 years now.
So tell us what you do at Colorado Aerial Imaging. You're flying, but like for what kind of market sectors?
So we mainly do power line inspections. We're doing general line patrols, new construction, substations, anything that kind of pertains to power line infrastructure. We do thermal inspections, visual inspections, whatever the customer kind of needs to maintain their systems. So just looking for any sort of faults along the line, anything that could start a fire or might cause damage.
Very important in applications. And if memory serves, you had a kind of for hiring sign out there. Like,
Sure.
So this is, by the way, a trend. Like people are here, companies are here in Colorado almost uniformly. They're looking for pilots. They're looking for people to work, whether it's in software like Pix4D, selling the hardware, which was Multicopter Warehouse, or in the case of Colorado Aerial Imaging, they're looking for pilots. And so if you're in Colorado and you're looking for a job and you're not here, reach out to them because they are in hiring mode. So thank you so much for taking the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very
Thanks
cool.
for having me.
Could you grab Angel back there, Aerial Angel?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be awesome. Okay, while we're waiting, I'll just yammer for a second. I'm so sorry that I didn't have the audio on when we first started. You missed Keith Palmer. He's in charge of this museum. And this is the second year they're doing this event. It's been so hugely successful. And they're already talking about doing this next year again. So pretty spectacular considering, most of the focus here has been on general and manned aviation. To have a drone career day, and they also do a women in aviation day every year. So pretty great. Come on down.
Hello.
All right,
Good to see you.
we've got Colin here with Angelhawk, and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Sure. So, my name's Colin with Angelhawk, and we provide film for athletic programs, drone film. Background, I went to MSU Denver Aviation Management degree, and we've been doing this for about 5 years now and serve 22 schools, primarily high school football, lacrosse programs we serve. So just excited about the drone industry as a whole and what all this is going to lead to.
And this is just another great application when you think about careers, and how you can use drones, the very specific application of using it in support of sporting programs and in particular high school athletics. I mean, absolutely spectacular. So you said 22 schools.
22 high schools.
22 high schools.
Some universities we've been involved with, and it's just been a really great ride. A lot of education is involved in this. We work with these school districts, and a lot of them aren't up in the know for regulations, and the safety management departments are really big into understanding our operations, which is great. It gives us an opportunity to really refine and make sure we're doing things the right way.
And what would you say is the biggest advantage to using a drone to film practices or games, like you just mentioned, instead of just a static camera or, a camera from the field?
Yeah, so the footage really gets you kind of what you'd see in the NFL, where you've got, the cable cam kind of perspective, but it's even more versatile because we can get either a wide shot or a zoomed in tight shot. And it kind of looks like we kind of joke around. It's like watching Madden, from a drone, and we send the footage to the sidelines to the coaches. They've got their iPads, so they can, when the kids come off the field, they'll pull up their iPads, they'll scrub through the footage, and it gets you that depth, that over the top view. Of course, we can't fly over people, so we're staying a ways back from the playing action. But the tape has been super useful for the coaches, as well as the students as well, because they can send that footage to universities, and it's a perspective unlike any other.
That is so cool. So thanks for taking a couple minutes with us and talking about
pleasure.
what you do and the interesting career that you created with drones doing that. I mean, that's really interesting.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you to grab Brian Neff. He's in the corner over there.
Yeah.
He's the one that does some training. So, all right.
He's over there. Perfect. Well,
Diagonal.
yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks so much. All right, we've got, looks like we're going out of order, but that's okay because, like I said, this is messy and random. Come on up. We've got Dennis Heap coming your way. He is with the Central Colorado UAS Club. Go ahead and grab a chair there, Dennis, and pull on up. You can see your face here. Look into the camera. Okay. So Dennis has had an amazing career, and he is one of the original founders of this club in Central Colorado. By the way, it's in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado. Every year they run this thing called the UAS Roundup, and it's at Mount Princeton Hot Springs. I mean, absolutely spectacular, incredible 2-day event. Part of it at their drone park, the only outdoor U.S. drone park. It's incredible. So, Dennis, tell us a little about your background and what you're doing with Central Colorado UAS.
Well, basically, the background is an aviation background. So my first 20 years I spent with Rocky Mountain Airways and Continental Express. The next 20 years at Front Range Airport in Spaceport, Colorado. And then in 2015, when I retired, went up to Buena Vista, the county wanted to get into drones. And so I was one of the founding board members for the Chaffee County U.S. Advisory Board. And then eventually Taylor Albrecht, who is our president, he got on that board. And Taylor started a Part 107 class. And pretty soon we were just doing everything that the advisory board was supposed to do. So we went to the county commissioners and asked them to dissolve the county board, and we became the Central Colorado UAS Club. And so we back in October, we finished our first 4 years. When we started it, we had 8 members. We've now got 72 paid members, and probably the drone park is one of the big surges that we've gotten. That, along with working with the Buena Vista High School and getting those high school students involved. But the club has just been, just like today, the club really reaches more than just Buena Vista. It's reaching all of Colorado, and especially the Front Range, and it's reaching a lot of other states. But I've met so many people here at this event that are looking at career opportunities for their kids, and it's amazing how many of them I talk to. They know about Buena Vista. They didn't know that we were doing
out
a drone
there,
park. But then they're also flying a drone. So now what they're going to do is they're going to come up and visit a drone in Buena Vista and bring the drone up and fly at the drone park.
All right. Okay. So I got to address this because my buddy Kay Cruz from, I think Skyfish is the name of his company. He's out there saying, I like Career Day, but no one ever talks about wages, hourly or flat wages, and what those numbers are. I keep hearing volunteer, which is good, but I don't see that as a career. Can anyone out there put some numbers on the line? So, Dennis, in your experience, how are the pilots doing out there?
The drone pilots?
Yeah.
Well,
any information on like the hourly wages? If not, I'll get Vic Moss.
Yeah.
By the way, fun fact, everybody, teaser, Vic Moss is here. I'm going to grab him in a minute, and I know he can answer this, but I didn't know if you could as well.
Yeah, I can't answer that part of it because I could answer the volunteer part of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of volunteers.
There's a lot of volunteers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your organization.
Yeah.
I want to brag on them for a second. So not only do they have this incredible drone park out there where people can fly, they actually received a $50,000 grant to start building out there, to build a training facility. So again, to build that workforce of tomorrow. You mentioned Taylor Albrecht. He's not here today, but he's highly involved with the Unmanned Safety Institute. He's doing amazing things out there with Buena Vista High School and getting those kids their Part 107 certification. So, Kay, we will get to answer your question here shortly. But Dennis, thank you so much for joining us today.
You bet.
All right. And more to follow on the UAS Roundup. I know it's going to be in October, but watch my LinkedIn and learn more. Hey, Vic. Vic, oh, come on down. All right. We have someone here, come on, from the Wings Over the Rockies Museum that's going to talk a little bit about the things that they offer vis-a-vis training drone pilots. And we have with us Tom Neff. And Tom, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure. So what we do is we have a program through Wings Aerospace Pathways, and what we do is we teach students how to build drones from the very beginning.
So from scratch.
basically
Pretty
much from scratch.
That's awesome.
So we have a kit that they use, and we give them, if you can kind of see all the different electronic components in there like that. And what they have to do is they have to learn how to assemble them. Then after they learn how to assemble them, they have to learn how to solder it. They have to learn how to program it. Then after they learn how to program it, now they have a really cool drone, but they still really don't know quite how to fly yet. So we make them work real hard on a flight simulator. And once they've shown proficiency on a flight simulator, and we're satisfied with the progress they've made, then we allow them to go ahead and fly the drone that they made. Once they've done that, we take their drone and we tie it real high tech. We tie it to a string and a board, and we let them fly it around a little bit. And then after they fly it around and they show that they can really fly it, then we untether it and then we let them start flying it. Because this drone is what's referred to as a line of sight drone, where what you do is you have to physically look at it. It doesn't use a GPS signal.
Oh, roger that.
And that way you are actually flying it using these things and these things, your controls and your fingers, to actually fly it. Whereas with a lot of drones nowadays, if you lose your GPS signal and you don't know how to fly your drone, it can end up pretty bad.
Wow. So you're training them to be able to do that in the event that occurs.
That's
and training them right up front. That's awesome. Airmanship. So this is basically workforce development in progress right here, right at Wings Over the Rockies. How often do you offer this course or this class for people?
Well, right now it's offered through Wings. It's offered through WAP Wings Aerospace programs. And what this course does is it's a 1-year curriculum course for the students that are doing it through homeschool networks. But the other thing we do is we offer this course for adults in a 1-week course where you can come in and we give you the kit, and then I take you through it step by step, inch by inch, until you've built your drone. And then at that point, then we teach you how to fly it, and then off you go.
That is amazing.
This is the baseline program, though. This is nothing highly technical.
Yeah.
It's designed for teachers.
Yeah.
It's designed for students, and it's designed to just basically give people a general understanding of how drones work.
Well, we have a question here in the chat from one of our viewers, and I don't know if you can answer this or not,
Okay.
but the person, Kay Cruz, has asked about wages. We hear a lot about drone careers and training people to become these pilots. But what are people actually making? Are they succeeding as a career?
Absolutely. I also teach a 107 class, which is drone professional certification, which you probably had some people already talking about that. But a typical drone pilot is starting off in the $70,000-$80,000 range. That with a license from the FAA, it's called a 107 certification. But right in that $60,000 to $70,000 range is usually a starting wage for a full-time drone pilot. But the biggest thing to do is not work for somebody, use some entrepreneurial skills, and go to work for a real estate company and offer yourself on Craigslist, or go to work for a cinematography company, or go to work for anybody that's requiring. There's several very entrepreneurial people here today. They do work for the power lines and power systems and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what you can do with it. So it's just the beginning for drones.
It really is. The sky is the limit, as they say.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Let's see if would you mind trying to grab Vic Moss here over here? And thank you so much.
Bye,
this was
guys.
really cool. So again, we're just grabbing as we go here. And what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to do this honestly, and not sure because I have a laptop and a little camera. I'm going to walk around a little bit too here in a second. I want to show you the drone soccer cage, actually. Yeah, absolutely. So more to follow there. But hey, Chris, could you get that gentleman, ask him to bring the drone soccer ball? This gentleman right here, drone soccer. So Vic, come on, we got a live stream going. All right, everybody, drum roll, please. We've got the larger than life Vic Moss here. Vic is everywhere, okay? But when you think about Colorado and the drone scene, just think Vic Moss, okay? Every single event, Vic is there. Vic is a member of not only leads the Drone Service Providers Alliance, but is a board member and our legislative expert for UAS Colorado, the state's only 501c6 business league for the unmanned aircraft ecosystem. So yay, Vic.
Well,
Great
thank
to see you.
I'm actually FAA today.
He's FAA
safety
today. See,
team.
like, how many hats can
Yeah,
this man wear?
yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. So today's Drone Career Day.
Yes.
What kind of people are coming to you? What are they wanting to know about, Vic?
Kids. There's some great kids here. I mean, I had a kid, I bet he was 4. Had
4?
great questions.
Oh my
Finally,
gosh.
his mom and dad's like, okay, let's go. But we've got some high school kids here that just want to know what jobs, what can we do to get jobs? What are the rules? I've asked, I don't know how many different people about the trust certificate, and 2 people have said yes. My usual answer is what? So we're getting that word out.
All right. Yay, 2.
Yay, so
okay.
yay on that. But it's just been really exciting to see the kids, and actually some of the parents too, who are excited about the industry. Absolutely.
Yeah, and thanks for what you do, Vic.
That's
I mean, Vic was here early, setting everything up as usual, doing a great job. And Kay Cruz asked this, Vic, in the chat there, said, hey, we hear a lot about Career Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But really, what are the wages? How I mean, you have a pretty decent business, I would say.
I've got a decent
You
business.
started out as a photographer,
Mhm.
Moss Photography, and then incorporated drones into that business. You're just a world-renowned expert on this now. No, I mean,
I'm not
like,
sure I got that far,
well,
but
we
okay.
know this because people use his images without his permission, and because
Only the Rockies.
they're so good. So what kind of salaries could people expect?
Oh gosh.
Maybe doing even the kind of the work you do.
Well, it could be all over the board. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get $65 jobs where it's just an hour, and hey, that's not great, but it's not bad. It's beer money for some people.
Beer money.
It is actually a lot of beer money, actually, I guess, if you think about it. Or you can, I know pilots out there who are full time make 6 figures. So the range is as varied as what you can do with it. You've got real estate people. That's the bottom hanging fruit, the low hanging fruit. Sorry,
Low
wrong
hanging,
word.
yeah.
It's not great pay, but hey, you know what? It's fun, and you can do 4 or 5 shoots a day, and you can make a pretty decent money in it. Me, I do more commercial work. I don't do real estate, and I won't go into what I charge, but I'm comfortable with what I do, and it's really can be anything. It's not going to be a minimum wage job, so that's kind of nice. I know I've had a couple of high school kids here who are doing it, and it beats flipping burgers at McDonald's.
Well,
and
heck
making
yeah.
more money.
Yeah.
And having fun. I mean, what's going to be more fun? Doing this all day with grease splattering on your face.
I had
flying.
a young man come up to me at my table and was asking about drone soccer, and I'm like, you got a Part 1 to 7? He said yes, and I said, well then go referee and coach for them. I mean, they're looking for that, right?
That's
I mean, that's
awesome.
just another example of a way to get to plug in and do something super fun.
Who's Carolina Airshots?
Carolina Airshots is saying the FAA is going to hire you full time at Vic
That
Moss.
would be a horrible federal
And
employee.
Kay Crew is thanking us for our information.
Absolutely, Kay. That's why we're here.
Elizabeth Poteet, by the way, is this amazing woman, female attorney that works with the American Bar Association, has her own podcast on national security law. I was on there a while ago. Got to get back on, Elizabeth. FAA versus race day quads. I already wrote about it for Lawfare.
Awesome.
Anyway, yeah, so that'll be really cool. But thank you so much, Vic.
Absolutely.
And any final plugs, DSPA or anything you
Drone
want to?
Service Provider Alliance. We're an advocacy. We're a 501c6. Myself, Kenji Sugahara. Scott is now with AUVSI. We're really excited that he's moved up to AUVSI. But yeah, so DSPalliance.org. We help with cities and states and even at the federal level, making sure that the rules that do come out aren't too onerous. And then of course work on the DAC.
It's now the ACK. Or triple. I like triple AC.
I
know.
Bill the Cat because that was his thing.
What is it?
Like,
The cat.
Bill the Cat.
Oh, ACK. Okay.
Bill the Cat. Yeah, that was his.
All right, Bill the Cat.
So Bill
Got
the
it.
Cat's our new model.
All right,
Our new
awesome.
logo.
Man, we got a question. This is
Sure.
a Vic question.
Uh-oh.
What? This is Okay, there's a doctor, Joetti Adderall. Okay, I'm butchering that. I'm sorry, doctor. What consumer camera drones would you recommend for excellent HD video and high-res images, Vic?
I would say right now you've got a couple that are really good. One is the DJI Air 2S. It's a good little drone. It's a 1-inch sensor, and then Autel has, and I think it's the Evo 2.
Oh, Evo
6K, which is also a 1-inch sensor. I mean, you can. I've changed my fleet over. I fly Mavic 3s now. Micro Four Thirds sensor, which is great. But for it depends on if you want to spend $1,200 or $3,000. Don't buy a $400 drone. Don't buy a $200 drone. Don't buy the $60 drone at Costco. Sorry, Costco, I'm a member, but it's not what you're going to be happy with. If you seriously are looking for a nice video, a nice stills, then get one of those two. DJI and Autel really are putting out some nice products.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I
And
think
I don't get paid by either one of those.
Yeah.
It's just my personal opinion.
Right. He's here as the FAA today, one of his many hats.
That's right.
So, and that was not an official
That was
answer
not
on
an
behalf of the
official,
FAA.
yes,
As a
that was
lawyer,
not
I can
official.
say that.
Thank you.
So awesome people engaging in the chat. This is so cool. So thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Vic.
And
Awesome.
thanks what you're doing. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Have fun.
Okay.
Y'all have fun out there. Fly safe. That's my FAA hat.
That is fly safe.
All right.
Fly
Bye-bye.
safe. All right, we're not done.
Okay.
Lena, come back. All right, I'm bringing Lena back because I screwed up her audio, and that's on me. We're going to bring back Lena Pineros here. So she is with U.S. Drone Soccer. What she doesn't know is that I had the mic off when we were talking.
Oh, no,
so I'm bringing you back
Yay,
for a
I'm
reprise. Yay! So this is if you guys aren't tracking the drone soccer ball, this is what it looks like in the exoskeleton. And Lena is with U.S. Drone Soccer. Lena, tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing here today.
So more than just a sport and a game, this is an educational program to help high school students and middle school students get to know a little bit more about drones. So the school adopts the program. We bring in the kits for them. They put together the drone, learn how to fly it, learn how to program it, maintain it, everything, so that students are very comfortable and are happy to go into the drone industry in the future because they already have some practice and some experience with the drone.
Yes, and it's a phenomenal application here, and again, building that workforce of tomorrow.
Exactly.
You guys are in the middle of a national campaign just kicked off this week. Very exciting. We've got Carolina Airshot saying drone soccer will be good for kids. Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
It's going to be good for actually all of us and for society, because what we want to do is we want to inspire people to want to be drone pilots, to want to get into the drone industry in whatever capacity in this ecosystem. It's so incredible. If you missed, by the way, Kyle Sanders, the VP of Education and Development, earlier this week, he was on our UAS Colorado UAS Colorado meetup, excuse me. That's on our UAS Colorado YouTube channel, where this is streaming as well. So go back and watch that. He was also on my Drone Law Connections Clubhouse. So you can listen to that replay. That audio is available. And he's going to be on our podcast next Wednesday, The Dawn of Drones, every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Mountain. So check that out.
Yeah.
By the way,
US drone, dronesparts.us, all the information that you might need. If there's a school out there interested on our program, please come send us an email, contact us, and we'll be more than happy to give you all the information to get started in drone soccer.
And I'd be super remiss not to mention that Lena is also a veteran here, originally from Colombia, a United States Air Force Academy graduate, was actually a classmate of Kyle's, and she is really helping spearhead the diversity, equity, inclusion efforts as part of U.S. Drone Soccer that they're baking right into their culture from the start. So excited about that.
We want all of you to be part of our team.
Everybody. And I love that you are translating the program into Spanish.
Yeah. We will be reaching out to all the Latino community here in the U.S., which is huge. Make sure they get all the information that they need in Spanish to join our program.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
So
and I'm
much
glad we
for
could
having me.
do this redo. I totally screwed that up. So here's what I'm going to try to do now, everybody. We're going to see how this goes. Lena, I'm going to walk over, actually. Looks like okay, we're still here. Yay. I am going to walk over to the drone soccer arena and show you guys what it is in real time. So I got a couple wires here. I got a camera. I don't know how this is going to go. Okay, Lena's going to take the camera and walk with me.
There you go.
All right. So, all right, go like this way. All right, I got it. I got you. All right. So Lena's going to actually hold the computer as I walk. You know what? Let's do a real quick walk around. Hold on. Slow down. I'm going to show you. So here's the drone soccer booth. Lena's with me. That's why she's not there. Okay. We're just going to do a quick walk around. We've got we've got Multicopter Warehouse. You can see them here, and Pix 4D. Check them out right here. Hey, everybody, give me a big wave. You are live. All right, so we've got some folks here. You see the Autel drone there, and this is the Colorado folks, Colorado aerial here. Hey, Keith, say hello. Your mic was off, dude. So.
No, it's all good.
All right. So here we are, Colorado aerial. We've got their booth. They've got some really cool stuff here. As we said, we talked to them a little bit earlier.
There we are.
And then we also have Angelhawk here. So saying hello again. They've got a really cool setup, as you can see, with their drone. And you see some footage here that they took doing the sporting events. And here we go. We've got the little table here with where Wings Over the Rockies does this training. Say hello again, Tom.
Hi, guys.
Tom saying hello again. All right. And we've got the Central Colorado UAS folks. There's Dennis giving his briefing. All right. And of course, we've got Vic. One more wave. And we've got Zach Doherty there. Zach is a licensed attorney out of Denver. He's working with the Central UAS Colorado Club and also UAS Colorado. All right, we are now going to walk over to the drone arena, the drone soccer arena. So give us a second. It's going to be a little bit of a walk, but we'll show you again the vehicle here with all the search and rescue drones. Super cool. All right, look at this. We got someone flying. Who's flying? Can you guys see that? Hold on. Here we go. There is a drone. Where is it? Am I showing it? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
There's the drone. So we've got a little drone flight area. We've got a young man over here who's flying this drone, getting to practice a little bit, which is really cool. And we're going to keep walking and showing that drone flight. So you see they're having some good times here. Watch your step. All right, and we are making our way now over to the U.S. Drone Soccer Arena, and this is one of your referees and pilots, right?
And instructors as well.
This is one of our instructors for U.S. Drone Soccer. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kisan, representing U.S. Drone Soccer, as well as one of the instructors and also referees. Able to have the opportunity to work with students this summer as the kickoff to drone soccer. So that was an amazing thing to see.
And I'm pretty sure he works with my son, Reese Zoldi.
Yes, Reese, lacrosse player.
That's right, my lacrosse player. Yeah. Well, so awesome. Well, great to see you, Kisan.
Nice
and we'll keep walking. We are making our way over to the arena. Oh, they're going to be flying here in a second, so check it out. Okay, all right. So we got a first-time flyer here. Is it okay if she's on live stream right now?
We're not
Okay. So I'm not. Just go ahead and fly.
So that everybody knows, we have 2 teams, 3-on-3 up to 5-on-5. One of them will be the striker, and the rest of the team will be defense, trying to get the other team to not, score goals.
All right, here we go.
So this is her drone ball.
Let me go behind her so I don't get her face.
Right. Watch out. There we go. Thank you.
All right, I'm going behind to not get faces.
Yeah. So this is a very safe experience. That's why we have it on netted arena, so that the students will be safe and not have any risk of crashing the drones towards the people. So this is a program that can be easily adopted in the classroom.
All right, so first time drone soccer flyer here. And it's going to be taking off here. Oh, we hear it going. And there it goes. There you go. All right, so cool. So here you see a young person trying this for the first time. And it doesn't seem super hard because the drone is up and flying. So that's pretty cool.
That's my kid.
All right. That's your kid?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's on LinkedIn. So, all right. So there you go. All right. So that's pretty much all she wrote. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about Drone Career Day. It's been a spectacular event, kind of winding down now. We had a big rush early in the morning. But thanks everybody for chiming in. I'm going to end here on my table, which I'm very happy about. So here we go. We had the dawn of drones, and got to talk to a lot of people about the podcast, and the fact that you can be a lawyer and be part of your own industry and contribute in all kinds of ways. So everybody, that is a wrap. That's my first live stream. So thanks for being here, and I hope to see you on Wednesday for the official Dawn of Drones podcast. We are out here. This is Dawn Zoldi coming at you live from Wings Over the Rockies Museum. Take care.